Hi, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the Ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist you in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. This is going to be a reading for Leo today. This is going to be for Leo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs, as well as the cross watcher of the Leo. And I'm immediately being drawn to the Starseed Oracle today. So we're going to start out with some cards from the Starseed Oracle for you guys. And just see what these cards have something to say to you. They're trying to speak to you, Leo. So we're going to let them speak. This is a reminder. This is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. So take what fits and leave the rest. All right. Interesting. So we have the blue flame. Ooh, you guys, this is spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. And see, there's like a portal here. So this is really intense. And this is coming out with the All Paths Lead Home card. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. And so I'm feeling some intense awakenings going on for you between now and mid-October, when your next reading will be coming out. And remember, time is fluid, but this is between now and then, or whenever. Just a lot of awakenings and activations. Like, you guys are receiving some serious energetic upgrades. You guys got a lot going on right now, and you may be in this place of confusion. Like, as we are having these awakenings, it's an intense process, right? And it doesn't always feel beautiful and glorious. Sometimes it's really painful. And so it's forcing us to look at things that we may not want to look at. And it's as we're being activated, right? We talk about this all the time, and this awakening is taking place. All of these energies that are not concurrent with that are not a match for our rising vibration, begin to fall away or be exposed, or it gets really uncomfortable. All of a sudden situations that were comfortable for us are not comfortable at all anymore. And so we're having to make choices and decisions. And so there's a lot going on, and you're being called to tap into your own intuition to figure out where to go and what to do. Like, to really turn that gaze within yourself, right? As this card says, and to listen to the voice within, to listen to your soul speaking to you and guiding you with where you want to go. And just to handle the situations that come up with that sense of inner authority. Part of this activation for you guys is this stepping into the next level of your authority. And in order to do that, like, there's going to be challenges that come to push you. And so some of you guys may be experiencing that right now. What other cards do we have? But it's like whatever you're choosing right now, it's all paths lead home is what this card is, what I'm being drawn to really kind of drive home to you guys right now for a point, right? So it's like, we never make a wrong decision, because all paths ultimately lead to spirit. All paths ultimately lead to home. And so you don't have to worry so much about that. You just really want to like, pay attention to what's resonating with you right now. Like, allow your emotions to be your guide as you're moving through this activation process, to sort of be your compass, showing you where that home is for you, right? You're being led home right now. That's part of this activation, this awakening that's happening, is you are being led home. And you're also realizing and understanding what doesn't feel like home. And then we have the I'm sorry card. Defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. So this is some karmic clearing that's going on for you guys as well. You're clearing out some karma. You are sort of addressing situations where perhaps you were, and I don't like terms like this, but in the wrong, or there's some way that you handled a situation that you wish that you could have handled better. And you maybe stuff that you're going through right now as well, where you are in this process of looking at how you're handling situations and trying to figure out the most constructive way to move forward. And so, but it's really just surrendering to, like, what mistakes were made. And this isn't just like righting past wrongs as far as like other people are concerned, but this is like uprooting. So this is looking at all paths lead home, right? But like, what choices have I made and what paths have I gone down? And do I feel as though those are leading me home? Or am I feeling lost? And if I am, how can I find my way back home to myself? How can I find my way back home to where it is that I belong? And what do I need to change in order to do that? What do I need to uproot? Yeah. All right. Any other? Okay. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Right? And so there may be situations where things don't feel like home. People, you're not connecting with people that you used to connect with anymore, right? Like as we are activated and we awaken, we change, right? Our vibration changes and the people in our reality change too. And so that may be something that you guys, as you are stepping deeper and deeper into your authenticity, you may find that you're just not resonating with people that you used to resonate with anymore. And that's okay, right? It's like embracing that. She is standing on this cliff and she is just absolutely celebrating. Like she's got this gorgeous cape just flowing in the breeze. She is all about it. She's not worried about not being good enough or not being somebody's cup of tea, right? Like there's all different kinds of tea out there, honey. If you want to drink a different kind of tea, be my guest. That's her kind of attitude, right? And so it's just really, yeah. You're being called also to not change who you are for others. To not change who you are for others. And that may be a karmic lesson that you're learning right now, is how not to do that anymore. How to stand firmly and admit when you are wrong and to take the corrective action for that, but also when to not over apologize either for being who you are. Like, are you upset because of an actual action that I took that was hurtful to you? Or are you upset because I'm not being who you want me to be? And understanding that you don't have to be who anybody wants to be. All you can be is yourself. And if other people are not comfortable with that, like, don't change yourself because of that. So that's coming up too. And then we have baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. So you are being led and guided. Like if you feel as though you don't know where your home is right now, you are being led and guided back to that home, right? Like that's part of this activation, this awakening. It's like this deeper level of awakening that is showing you where you're not at home in your life right now and leading you to where you will feel more at home in your life. And so it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just follow those little nudges and those little intuitions for those things that make your soul feel more at rest, more at ease, more at home. And just add a little bit more of that into your life all the time. And really focus on getting in touch with you, getting in touch with your own intuition, with your own guides, with that part of you that already knows the answers. Like that part of you is getting louder again. So it's just really being willing to listen to that and to follow that. And on the bottom of the deck, this has been here the whole time I've been shuffling, is Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. So there's a lot that you guys are learning about trust too. About trust, about how to trust, about that whole process, how to trust yourselves, I'm feeling, even more than anything else. Like there is trust with other people and trust issues that are coming up that need to be worked through. But deeper and underneath all of that, it's the level of trust that you have for yourselves and working to increase that, right? There may have been situations in your lives that have led you to believe that you can't trust others and that ultimately you can't trust yourselves. And so you're being called to come back into that union within yourself where you feel secure in your ability to make decisions. You have that sense of trust in yourself, in spirit. I feel like for some of you guys, you've lost trust in spirit a little bit too. And so you're being given the option to build that relationship again and to create that trust. And then what popped out here was lifting the veil, questioning everything unaligned must go. That's what you're doing right now. You're weeding out everything that is not in alignment. You're stepping back into your truth. You're stepping back into your voice, and you're navigating towards, and you're finding your home. All right, Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle. What do we have to say for Leo? Leo, September into October 2020. One more shuffle here. Leo, September into October 2020. All right, we have the Well Watcher. Wisdom, power of the divine. I like that. We're going to see what this says out of the book. But this is that inner wisdom. This is that trust building process, right? This is your own inner wisdom, and this is tapping into the infinite wisdom, right? The Well Watcher signals the need to go within to contemplate the true source of power in the world, which he reminds you is that of the divine. This is a message to let you know that you're being called to the well, and this unseen power will be there and will be yours to align with. This affirmation and prayer will invite the divine to bring miracles and resolution to your life. Thy will be done through me for the highest good of all and for the true manifestation of my purpose. You will know the way forward by the still small voice within. The divine also may answer your call by sending others to help guide you. Guide you where? Back home. All right, any other cards for Leo here? Okay, we have the Map Maker of Destiny, authentic purpose, inspiration, free will. And the Camel Boy, small steps asking for help. Yeah, and you got the baby steps card too, right? So this is all about taking those little steps to get yourself back into alignment. And moving back towards your authentic purpose and your inspiration, right? And so this is really reaching out and asking for assistance. Who are those people that make you feel like home, right? What are those places that you feel at home? Can you invite more of that into your life? What are the things that you do that make you feel at home? And have you been incorporating those things into your daily routine? Even little things like burning some incense, lighting some candles, like a certain book, certain music, right? Like what makes you feel at home? Is there a practice, a spiritual practice that you used to be involved in that maybe you're not doing as much? And like, what are these little steps that you can take to bring yourselves back into alignment, right? This activation that you've received is really now calling you back into alignment. And you can absolutely get there. The Map Maker of Destiny, right? Like you are the map maker. You get to choose your destiny, but there is a destiny for you, right? One that is most aligned with your vision and with the truth of who you are. And that is the destiny that's calling to you. So it's like taking those small steps to get back to that is what we're talking about here. And seeking that inspiration. Like I feel like you guys are really seeking to be inspired by life again. And you have the power to make that happen. You definitely, absolutely hold that within you. It's just reconnecting to that. If you guys want assistance with this, I offer personal readings, but I also offer really powerful energy healing sessions. I'm actually celebrating my Grandmaster initiation in Belvaspata right now, which is my preferred modality of energy healing that I do. It's angelic healing of the heart. It helps to reconnect us to our divinity, to heal the illusion of separation from source, to heal the heart center. It's just such beautiful, beautiful, profound healing. And I'm doing a sliding scale offer currently, anywhere from my normal $99.99 to $55.55. Just paying whatever within that range feels comfortable to you. So please reach out to me if that is something that you would like. That may help to reconnect you with your own power, with your own voice, with your own truth, with your own magic. That's what you guys are really desiring right now, is to be reconnected to your own magic. And so this card says, when the map maker of destiny appears, it's a sign that you're being given an opportunity to transform fate into destiny. At birth, each human being is given a unique map with myriad paths that intersect with one another. Your map of destiny shows all the places you're meant to visit, places where you will be challenged to evolve into the highest aspects of the self. All paths lead home, right? Remember that you're a spark of the divine, come to earth to experience itself in human form. As such, your path is unique. It's also somewhat preordained, and fate represents the events in your life that were meant to happen and that you can't change. Fate is transformed into destiny according to how you respond to your circumstances. Destiny offers you the ability to make great opportunities out of fated experience. So free will and choice are possible at certain points on your map. Now is one of those times. You're faced with a relationship or circumstance brought to you by fate. How you respond will lead you into your perfect destiny. Your ally may assume the form of a soulmate, come to heal your heart and be your companion. Perhaps your challenger makes you face the things within you that must change in order for you to express your highest good. Maybe fate brings you an ally in the form of a wonderful new project, or a challenger in the form of a failed business. No matter which form they take, all are perfect expressions of fate inviting you into your destiny. Pay attention as your map unfolds now. And remember that fate makes the map, but destiny is determined by the manner in which you engage your journey. Ooh, that's really beautiful. That's intense, you guys. Yes. So you are being challenged, right? You are being challenged, and you are also being assisted, right? Like, this challenge is the highest form of assistance. And you may be experiencing both at the same time, right? And so everything that's happening right now is helping you to get into alignment. You get to choose what that alignment looks like, right? But it's absolutely, there's so much, it may feel as though a lot of things are working against you right now, but you are actually receiving so much divine assistance if you're willing to look at and face and embrace the things that are coming up right now and make the adjustments that are necessary. Yes, and then the Keeper of the Scales on the bottom of the deck, fairness and balance. Okay. Let's get a couple of Moonology cards for you guys. And see what the Moonology deck has to say for Leo. Leo, September 2020. All right, first card out. Again, a time to... wow. I believe... What is today? Today is the 22nd, so Mercury pre-shadow starts tomorrow. So I'm going to blame my speech on that today. We have a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. So this card is all about being gentle. The fairness and balance card was the last card that came out, right? And so this card is all about Virgo energy. Virgo energy can be, and we just actually entered Libra season. So that's interesting. That's interesting, the shift from Virgo into Libra energy. But yeah, Virgo energy can be very critical, right? Virgo has a lot of beautiful qualities, but they can embody this critical type energy. They're critical of others and hold others to a very high standard because they're critical of themselves and they hold themselves to that high standard. And so part of this is understanding that, right? And really understanding what we are projecting onto other people, what criticisms we're projecting onto other people because we may have them of ourselves, and paying attention to that, and paying attention to be gentle with ourselves and to be gentle with the other people in our lives. And really, instead of, this is a time to be a little less selfish and a little more selfless, and to think about, instead of thinking, what can you do for me? Think of like, what can I do for you? Right? And when we apply this loving energy towards other people, that energy is then reciprocated. So anywhere where you're experiencing difficulty, where you're feeling as though you're not being honored, you're not being heard, you're not being appreciated, try doing that for the other person and see how that energy then comes back around. And then we have a fiery climax approaches. So there's some intensity brewing. There's some intensity. I'm definitely feeling some intense emotions in the air right now. Some situations that are getting ready to come to a head for you guys, right? This is Aries energy. But then we also have a win-win outcome is forecast and believe in the impossible. So that is very fortuitous, right? And then a new romantic cycle begins on the bottom of the deck, right on top of communication is key. All right. So for some of you guys, if whatever this situation is, at first it may have to do with, there may be a relationship that you're trying to navigate right now. And so there is a lot of fiery energy in the air. There is definitely a climax coming to this. And so when you approach the situation, you don't want to approach it in this Aries type of energy where you're just kind of bulldozing over the person, not aggressive, that kind of stuff. Like, you don't want to be aggressive. You want to take this gentler Virgo type approach, right? You want to look at things from the perspective we just discussed, right? To try to turn around some of this energy. Like, this is whatever it is that maybe has been brewing here is going to come to a head if it hasn't already. But there will bring a resolution out of that, right? A resolution that's actually really balanced and fair for everyone and may really surprise you. It says believe in the impossible. This is the blue moon card. Like, the solution or the way that this all pans out, even if you guys do get into a fight, right? Like, if you're able to communicate and be honest in that and then work through those energies afterwards, right? Communication is key. Really, if you're able to communicate effectively, like, something really beautiful could come out of this that you may not even be expecting. And then you have a new romantic cycle that begins, right? As you clear out the vestiges of the old cycle, maybe a lot of your old cycles are being shown to you right now so that you can move beyond those and create something new. And so it's just really allowing yourselves to be in the sync and in the flow with the person that you're dealing with right now, and really see things from their point of view. Extend that kindness and that care outwardly to them, right? And just really communicate and work through things and be open to what it is that they're trying to teach you right now. And then we have confidence is the key to your success. New moon in Leo that popped out. With surrender to the divine. So interesting. That's interesting. And so I'm not necessarily feeling that this is, I feel another additional message coming through for you guys. It's just reminding you, this is that self-confidence that you're building in yourselves again. That ability to trust yourself that we were talking about, right? That energy coming through. New moon in Leo, this is a new moon in your sign. This is a new fresh start. And really having that confidence in your abilities, because you're surrendering, right? You're bringing spirit into everything that you do, and you're seeing yourself as that aspect of spirit, and you're trusting. The trust is just coming through so strongly for you guys. You're learning to trust in yourselves, and as you begin to allow yourselves to trust in spirit again, you also learn how to trust in yourselves, and vice versa. These are the relationships that you're building right now, is this ability, this vulnerability, right? Like, when we surrender, we have to be vulnerable, but that doesn't mean that we're weak. And just really knowing that you can do whatever it is that you set your mind to, but you do it and you co-create it with the divine. So allowing spirit in to whatever situations it is that you're struggling with right now, allow spirit into that equation. And then on the bottom of the deck, on the bottom of the deck, we have, what do you need to release? And you are good enough, which is the full moon in Virgo now. So I love that, and then with that new moon in Virgo right under it again. Yeah, so that Virgo energy coming in strong. Knowing that you're good enough, knowing that you are worth it, right? That you deserve all the beautiful things in the world. You deserve that beautiful life. You deserve to feel like home. And to have the people and the situations and the places in your life feel like home. You deserve to be at home within yourselves, and you deserve to have everything that it is that you want and you desire that is in accordance with your highest will, right? And you can have that. But it's this process of, you have to believe that you can have it. You have to believe that you can do it. You have to believe that you're worth it. And then you have to surrender. You have to release the pride, release the ego, release the fears, release the old habits and patterns that are holding you back. Be willing to be humble, to really take a look at yourselves. You know, and the part, we all play a part. Like, what are you choosing? What are you creating? We all play a part in our own lives in the unfoldment, right? We create that map. And so just really being honest with yourselves about all of that stuff, and then surrendering and releasing that which you don't need anymore. Surrendering and releasing that which you don't need, and inviting spirit in. Surrendering to spirit. I'm getting this vision or this feeling of like literally getting down on your knees and being like, okay, show me what to do next, because I don't know. And then that inspiration, that help coming in, whether it's a phone call that comes in, whether it's a realization, whether it's just a knowing, whatever it is, and then being confident and trusting in that message when it comes through and acting upon that confidently. You are so, so beautiful, and you deserve all the goodness in the world, and I love you so very, very much. If you require any assistance, please reach out to me. I do personal readings. I do energy healings. I mentioned those earlier. They're so powerful. They can be so helpful. You deserve that. You are worthy of that. Give yourself, you know, be in that space of being kind and compassionate and loving to others, but also turn that energy around on yourselves, because as I said, I just keep saying it again and again because you guys need to hear it. I feel you are so worth it, and you so deserve it. And you've done a lot of beautiful work. And just because these challenges are coming up does not mean that you have not done a significant amount of work and grown so much and you are not amazing. It just means this is another step in that evolution. It's another twist and turn of that spiral. And it's just, you're refining yourself that much more so that you can become that much better and that much more of who you truly are, and shining that light that you are in the world. All of my contact information is down below. There's also a link if you would like to donate to my channel. That's very much appreciated. Drop a comment. Let me know if this resonated. Like, share, subscribe. It all helps to support my channel and get the messages out there to everyone who needs to hear them. Although we always trust that everyone who's meant to find this video will, right? I'm going to say it again. You guys are so worthy. You are so beautiful. I love you so, so, so very much. Hang in there. You are worth it. Things are shifting for you radically, right? This activation time, these periods that we go through, like, this is no joke. This is that spiritual up level that sometimes feels like a downgrade. We sometimes feel like it's snowballing and we're falling backwards when we are getting ready to take that next leap forward. And that's where you guys are at right now. I'm so proud of you. I so, so love you, and I will talk to you soon.